Alright, I'm still learning the new phone. This is my most recent project. I currently have it moved so I can have the mud runt up front. This one's behind. For all the keys. Got a spare key for the mud runt on there too, since the mud runt runs an indica key. But anyway, we'll get to that last. This was sitting in that corner where the pallets are behind the green one. The green one was actually where the mud runt is, and the mud runt is where is in the vicinity of where this is now. This thing had the nastiest carb I ever have dealt with currently. I haven't really played with it much since I got the carb back together. It is the worst design Craftsman I've ever handled. So you think normally with a carburetor, or at least on a small engine, it'd be a stud. Stud so you can get it on there tight. Your carb is tight, nothing's leaking out. This, it's bolts, so to get it tight, I want to hear this thing run because my dad has got this in a trade. He traded off a snowmobile that wasn't his. The person never came and got it, so he just got rid of the damn thing. So he got this in trade, and this thing we used for a while. It didn't really want to start at one point, that meant the carburetor here was getting nasty. One day he went to pull it in the pull, and he ripped the pull start right out, and it was just a handle in his hand. So he just set it down, you yanked it as hard as he could into the spot it was in, and it sat there for many, many years. Because he was sick and tired of this thing anyway. And it ran good when it was running, but then eventually started to run like shit, which wasn't shocking to me. My current issues I have to deal with is it doesn't want to shift. So that means I probably need to look at the drive disc again, give it a once over. I just get nostalgic from the old squeak. And he was a lot more squeakier because I lubed it. It get like really squeaky because that rubber gasket there is like dried up. And yeah. Secondly, Merry Christmas. I'm already kind of setting up one of my gifts. Well, two of my gifts, because there's a second wheel, if you want to say it like that. But there's a second wheel there. But anyway, yeah, I was getting these on, giving them grease, and I just got those two there. I don't know what to do with the old ones. Because they're okay, but they're pretty much shot. You wouldn't want to drive on them much longer. Mud runt's all topped off. Should be done donating for right now. Got this light tightened. Got them all tightened and aimed where I want them. One's kind of up, the other one's kind of down. And unfortunately, we have ourselves a green Christmas. Brown, green. It was raining a lot last night, and we're stuck with the green Christmas. So, yeah. Fuck. Anyway, I'm just glad I got the mud runt's wagon, and a new set of wheels and stuff, and I'm hoping I can get new tires for this, because they are starting to dry rot. They're okay for right now. They aren't like as bad as the other ones. One of them literally had a slit in the side from dry rot and sitting. These tires came already filled up, so they'll serve us well. They serve us and the family well until we gotta replace them. I'm hoping at one point I can get these wheels replaced. Maybe get a new set of rims and just have ATV tires for the rear, and then have these like on the summer, and those ones with winter wheels. these should get replaced too. It's just the wheels getting the wheels off on this are such a pain in the ass. I just dread doing the job. Well, this one, they had stupid little pins. I replaced them with hitch pins. But they had these stupid little pins. Like these fucking things. And I hate these things. They get stuck. Then you're stuck cutting the things out, ripping the things out best you can. And you just fucking... Yeah, so I put a hitch pin on there, give it some bearing grease, brake system, and wheel hub grease. And, like I said, I got a spare wheel for the... Not spare wheel, spare key for the mud runt in case if we lose this one. Or if I just am too lazy to get this, because it's upstairs, I'll just yank the one out of the LA 105 and use that. No, they don't have the same key. I just found another Indic key because I knew I had another Indic key laying around. Like a really common key that's used. Right here. Come on, Applejack. Thank you. I just kind of had one of these laying around. I was initially going to give this to someone who had an Alice Chalmers, but never heard back on that, so maybe this has time anymore. So, Merry fucking Christmas. Hope y'all enjoyed your gifts. I got a bunch of, nice gifts. Got the wheels for the runt. Got these kick-ass magnet bowls. And a brand new pair of Eddie Bauer boots with a bunch of model kits and supplies. And a American copy of Splatoon 2 because I got in the DLC, and unfortunately it didn't work because I needed a fucking American copy of it. And I unfortunately had a European copy, which blow goats, but whatever. Kind of felt like I wasted $20, and then my dad kind of like, well, you know what, fuck it. He ain't gonna know it, but I'm gonna walk into a damn GameStop and get him an American copy of the game. You know, it was pre-owned and all that shit, but I don't fucking care. As long as there ain't no virus on a chip, no, I'm fucking with you. As annoying as GameStop can be, yeah, most of the stuff's pretty legit. It's just ridiculous pricing. What the hell? This is one of the kick-ass light magnet bowls. I have them set on device right now. They got powerful magnet. Okay, yeah, it's a really good thing. Got this fella here, got it right on device, so you can put your bolts in whatever the hell you're ripping out, like a carb or something. And I also got one of them set up on the mud runt. I should probably blow the tires a little bit, but they're okay for right now. I can fill them come time spring and summer. These ones are A+. These ones are hard as rocks, which is kind of what you want. Not really. These fellows go on grease because they're tracks. And the way I tend to do my wheels is, well, I should have done a vidya on this when I got them on. What I do is I take the wheel off, and the little shaft thing that holds the tire and all that, I take grease, I put it on there, and then with the wheel I put inside the hub of inside the little wheel, the wheel of the wheel You know what I'm saying? The little area where it goes onto the shaft, and then you put the pin on with your washer that works as a dust cap. Fuck, like that was harder to get out. Well, I'm probably gonna do a couple burns in the mud runt, because I've been wanting to drive this thing for a while now. And I'm pretty sure I get fucking hell. I'm pretty sure I can get a video on that for you. Again, Merry Christmas.